Barbara, can we talk a little bit about the Congress and what happens at Congresses?
Well, the main purpose of the Congress, other than for all of the members to get together and meet each other and get to know each other, is the voting in of the new board of directors, so to speak, for the organization. And that happens every 3 years. This year it is in, obviously, Finland, and in 2014 it's going to be in Seoul, Korea. And the 3 years after that, in 2017, the countries who are interested in having it are actually here bidding on being able to have it in their country. What happens, though, is it is run just like a government session in the United States, basically like the Senate or the Congress. We have the rules that we use in Congress, the Roberts Rules, and it teaches young women to learn how their government works in their particular countries, and also it lets you understand how to be on corporate boards because they use the same principles, and how to go to different functions. Actually, I found out that a lot of the women's organizations or the young women's college organizations actually run on the same principles, but you don't call them Roberts Rules, but that's what they really are. So it's not that unfamiliar, but it's much more formal, and it is run like sessions of Congress and the Senate. And there, you have to ask to be spoken to, you have to call the president of the organization, Madam President, and things like that. It's very formal, but it's very, very interesting, and a lot of people think it's boring, but it's not. We get into some rousing conversations and arguments in there, but it's all done in a respectful and procedural way.
Professionally handled.
Professionally handled, absolutely.
What about, since you've been at Congresses 3 times already, what can one take out by attending a Congress?
Well, I think the most important thing is to realize the scope of the organization. I think when you join a local chapter or a local club, you're involved with people in your own community and you do a lot of things in your community, but you don't understand the scope of the organization until you come to an international conference or an international event. We do have things at the UN. Fortunately, I'm from New York, and so we host a lot of women in the organization who come in for UN events, and you get to go to the UN. Being a member of this organization, you get clearance to go to the UN for the Commission on the Status of Women, which happens every year at the end of February, beginning of March, and it's where the women's organizations in the world can address the General Assembly of the UN to talk about women's issues. And that's a very big advantage, and you get to really personally meet people and go to events and workshops and really get to know the other members.
And of course be more involved and learn about the organization a little more. From your perspective, when you go to a Congress, in short sentence I guess I would ask, how would you describe the Congress and what happens here?
Friendship. I would say friendship, personal networking, business networking, education about the rest of the world and what's happening to women in the rest of the world, learning from workshops on how you can help, learning things that you can take back to your own country or your own community, and I would also say just a great sisterhood. Just one little thing I'd like to add is that when you go to any other country, just on vacation or for any business reason, you can look on the international website, find a member who belongs to BPW International, and call that person or email that person and somehow contact that person, and they will help you in their country no matter what.
This is fantastic. Thank you so much and enjoy the Congress.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.